What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? What's going on? Beauty of a day here in beautiful sunny Isles Beach, Miami, Florida. Hope everyone's having an absolutely fantastic day. Just got back here to Florida yesterday from 10X Growth Conference. What an absolutely amazing time. Great speakers like Tom Brady, Mark Wahlberg, Stephen A. Smith, Robert Havlicek. Speakers like, Kevin Turner, who was the COO of Warren Buffett's company. Speakers like, the man himself, Grant Cardone, Brandon Dawson, Sabrina Cardone and Scarlett Cardone. Just amazing speakers. Absolutely fantastic time in Vegas, back here in Miami. And I was thinking about something today as I was moving forward with my day, hitting some objectives and tasks and targets I had for my day, and it was the fact of becoming uncomfortable and moving towards discomfort. But hey, before I go any further, if you don't know me, I take full responsibility. My name is Ryan Loede, building a 9-figure insurance agency and helping everyday Americans create a multiple 6-figure residual income within their first year. Here at LC Financial Group, we're hiring, we're growing in all 50 states, commission-based positions available, as well as salary-based positions in the state of Cleveland, Ohio, and Miami, Florida. So if you want to learn more about what partnering with us here at LC Financial Group looks like, DM me, comment below, or reach out to any of our partners here at LC Financial Group. Why is it important to move towards discomfort? Why is it important to keep yourself in an uncomfortable situation, in an uncomfortable state of being? For me personally, I actually, kind of operate better when I am uncomfortable. I perform better when I'm in discomfort. Because, for the past 5 years of being an entrepreneur, and ultimately when I went from high school to being in the insurance industry, I've put myself in uncomfortable situations thousands and thousands and thousands of times. And now, for me, it's just a normal habitual activity. It's something that's normal to me. And I actually desire to be uncomfortable. I desire to be in uncomfortable situations. I desire to put myself into discomfort. The reason why is because, I know and I believe that many people are not willing to put themselves in uncomfortable situations. Not many people are willing to, move towards discomfort, and that means that there is an opportunity in uncomfortable situations. There is opportunity and breakthroughs and massive wins and gains that can happen when you move towards discomfort. So for me personally, almost 8 out of 10, maybe even 9 out of 10, I'm always in a state of discomfort. I'm always moving towards uncomfortability because I know that I'm going to receive the most growth and the most wins. I know that, I'm going to be thinking outside of the box, right? 3 reasons why discomfort is vital to success. Number 1 is because, like I just said, you're going to be thinking more creatively. Like, say for example, you've been living in the same state, you've been living maybe even in the same house or the same apartment for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5, 10 years. Moving out of that house, moving out of that apartment, moving out of that state that you've been in, and moving to a new state, a new apartment, a new house, it's going to have you uncomfortable. It's going to cause you discomfort. And what's going to happen when you are uncomfortable is you're going to have to think of new creative ways to flourish and survive and flourish and prosper in that new state, in that new house, in that new apartment, right? And that's why me personally, I value moving, and I'm always moving. I'm always looking for a new apartment and maybe even a new state to live in, because it always has me uncomfortable, always allows me to think more creatively. So that's number 1, is that when you are uncomfortable and when you're in a state of discomfort, you're going to be thinking more creatively. You're going to be thinking about more creative ideas about how you can advance. You're going to be thinking about more creative ideas about how you can make the best of a new situation or a uncomfortable situation. It's going to have you thinking outside the box, right? And that's when the most growth is going to come. Number two reason is that, you're never going to find the greatest you inside of your comfort zone. What does that mean? You're never going to be the best version of yourself inside of your comfort zone. for me personally, and I'm sure for a lot of viewers and watchers and listeners, is that like, hey, when you're uncomfortable, you're gonna be operating at your highest frequency. You're gonna be operating and taking action and putting forth activity that is much greater than if you were in a state of comfort, right? You're going to be having more focus and more attention on the task and the activities and the targets and goals that you're moving towards. Your intention is going to be at such a higher level as well. So you're never going to find the greatest you inside of your comfort zone. And this is why, for me, hey, I'm always pushing myself outside of my comfort zone. I'm always moving towards uncomfortable activities and actions. I'm always moving towards discomfort because I know that that is when I am going to becoming the best version of myself. That is when I know I'm going to be growing in all areas of my life. Financial, spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, familial, right? And, you know, when you're outside of your comfort zone, you are going to push yourself to higher levels and higher lengths, and ultimately you're just going to become better. So, number one is, hey, you're going to be thinking more creatively. Number two, you are going to become the best version of yourself when you're in a state of discomfort, when you are uncomfortable. And then number three is that, hey, you're going to find the most growth, the most wins, the most advancements, the most, ideal outcomes that you desire. You're going to find them when you're in a state of discomfort. You're going to find them when you are uncomfortable. For example, I just went to 10X Growth Conference for 4 days in Las Vegas. I had to fly 5 hours there. I had to spend money on the event. I had to spend money on the hotel. I had to spend money on the flight. Many people find that a little uncomfortable. Many people see spending money as an uncomfortable activity or action that they could take. And that is why you can receive so much growth and so many wins from moving towards uncomfortability. Like for me, hey, going to 10X Growth Conference, man, so many wins, so many gains, thinking bigger, many connections, many relationships, got to spend time with my team and partners within my organization, and a lot of great ideas came from it because I was in a state of discomfort. It wasn't as comfortable as just staying here in Florida and not going out to Vegas for 10X Growth Conference. Hey, for example, we were climbing mountains out there, and that's a little bit uncomfortable, going hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet elevated above ground level, and also climbing rocks and doing things that might seem a little dangerous or a little risky, right? But when I got to that top, I'm like, man, I'm so glad I moved towards the discomfort. I moved past the uncomfortable feeling that I had, right? So you're gonna find the most growth when you are in a state of discomfort. You're gonna find the most wins and the most gains when you are uncomfortable. So something that I advise you guys and suggest and recommend you guys to do is to always put yourself in uncomfortable situations, to always move towards discomfort. Because hey, as I said, number one, you are not gonna find the greatest you within your comfort zone. Number two, you're gonna be thinking more creatively. You're gonna be thinking more outside the box. When you are in a state of discomfort and when you are uncomfortable, it's gonna require more commitment. It's going to require that you're all in. You're not 50% because hey, when you're in a state of discomfort and when you're uncomfortable, you gotta change that, right? You gotta change it to being comfortable. For me, hey, I put myself in uncomfortable situations. I moved towards discomfort, and I've been doing it for years and years and years. Now it's just a normal habitual activity. Now I actually love discomfort. I know that there's opportunity and breakthroughs and wins and gains that are on the other side of discomfort. And I just do it over and over and over again because, hey, I know that I'm going to become the best version of myself by putting myself in uncomfortable situations. And then number three, hey, you're gonna find the most wins and gains and the most advancement in your life when you are in the state of discomfort, when you are uncomfortable, right? So guys, get uncomfortable, stay uncomfortable, continue to maximize the uncomfortableness in your life, and you're gonna almost guarantee success. You're going to be more able to create success. You're gonna increase your chances of creating success by being uncomfortable, by moving towards discomfort, not moving away, not retreating. That's the last thing that we wanna do. When we're being a little bit uncomfortable, when we're moving towards a little bit of discomfort, the last thing that we want to do is to retreat. That's the last action and activity that you want to do, and it's the one that's going to, diminish your chances of creating success. So move towards discomfort. Get uncomfortable. Do activities and actions that make you uncomfortable. Hey, you don't like to run? Hey, start running. Like my partner Brian Lewis, he never ran. And I finally got him, I encouraged him to start running, and now he's running more often than he used to, and he loves it. He feels great. It opens up his mind, and it allows him to move towards a better version of himself and, get more gains and get more wins, right? And, it's just crazy because, a lot of people like to stay in this little shell. A lot of people like to stay in that state of comfort and that state of, stagnancy and just knowing everything, right? Whereas hey, when you're getting uncomfortable and when you're moving towards a state of discomfort, you're going to become greater, you're going to become better, you're going to become the best version of yourself, you're going to receive the most wins, the most gains, you're going to think outside the box. Because hey, as we know, creativity follows commitment. So when you're committed, you're going to have creativity. So hey guys, hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day. Ryan Loede here. 3 reasons why discomfort is vital to success, why it's vital to create success, and why you need to move towards discomfort, why you need to stay uncomfortable. It's absolutely vital. I do it every single day in my life. Hey, because I know that there's wins and gains and opportunities and breakthroughs on the other side of discomfort. Don't focus on the challenge. Don't focus on the problem. Don't focus on the uncomfortability. Focus on what's on the other side. What's on the other side? It's always going to be an opportunity. It's always going to be a win, a gain, or a breakthrough. You're always going to have major cognitions when you move towards and when you move through uncomfortable situations. When you move through and move towards discomfort, you're always going to have major cognitions. You're going to have major realizations, and a lot of awareness is going to be gained. You're going to have a higher level of perception as well. So let's go. Let's continue to move forward. Let's have an absolutely great day. Ryan Loede here. Appreciate you guys. Let's continue to win. Talk to you guys soon.